Logan Paul has been involved in several crypto projects and NFT projects, including like Dink Doink and now CryptoZoo. There are ongoing CryptoZoo lawsuits. We will talk about CryptoZoo in the context of this lawsuit because Coffeezilla, who is a content creator on YouTube who does really thorough deep dive reports mostly in the crypto space, also got into SBF, really looks into the blockchain, digs into where money is moving around on the blockchain, and is incredibly knowledgeable in that area. He did a 3-part series on Logan Paul's CryptoZoo. Logan Paul made a video skewering or attempting to Coffeezilla, telling him to lawyer up because he's going to get sued. Then made another video saying, I'm sorry to Coffeezilla, you were right about everything, and this is how I'm making it right. And it's interesting to me after we went from Logan Paul telling Coffeezilla he's going to sue him to Logan Paul saying that he apologizes to Coffeezilla and that Coffeezilla was right, seeing him swing from get a lawyer to you're right, I was wrong, I should have done better, and I'm going to fix it, to now turning back around and choosing to sue Coffeezilla over his coverage of CryptoZoo, which again, CryptoZoo is in lawsuits. One of the attorneys on the CryptoZoo lawsuits is attorney Tom, who's also a content creator on this platform and created a video breaking down the CryptoZoo lawsuits. I also talked a bit about the CryptoZoo lawsuits that attorney Tom brought against Logan Paul and his companies. So how many lawsuits are there around CryptoZoo? Well, more now. Starting when he released a 3-part series on CryptoZoo in December 2022, continuing to present, Coffeezilla has perpetuated the false narrative that Paul scammed and defrauded his own fans in connection with a project. Coffeezilla, they say, have perpetuated this false narrative despite knowing it to be completely and utterly false in order to enhance his own profile and increase his viewership and income in the process, and has done so despite being in possession of and purposefully omitting from his series and related statements overwhelming objective evidence that Paul had in reality been enthusiastic about the project and deeply committed to its success, only to be deceived by several of the project's trusted advisors who turned out to be con men. The first 2 paragraphs of your defamation suit says that you are suing because Coffeezilla said that CryptoZoo was a scam. And in paragraph 2, you say that you were scammed? Excuse me. Am I reading that correctly? That in paragraph 2, you were conned. You didn't scam anyone. You were scammed? You hired them and put your name on the project and sold it to your audience, though. So, I mean, do you have an indemnity agreement? Why don't you just sue them? The self-congratulatory, extensive self-congratulatory ridiculousness in this lawsuit is a bit much when he's turning around and suing Coffeezilla. By applying the charisma and tireless work ethic, do you think he had a call with his lawyer and was like, hey, look, sure, we can sue, but you have to tell everyone I'm charismatic more than once and let them know I know Kevin Hart, and then we're in. How did this conversation go? By applying the charisma and tireless work ethic that made him successful in the first place, but with greater humility and self-reflection, as reflected by this lawsuit. Show me, is the greater humility here in the lawsuit? If it says skibbity toilet anywhere in here, I'm going to die, but we have gotten to Riz, Ohio, and Unserious, and Kevin Hart. But with greater humility and self-reflection, Paul was able to salvage and rebuild his career and reputation, although extremely painful at the time. The Japan episode, they say, taught Paul a valuable lesson about the importance of one's reputation. Big reputation. Big reputation. How quickly it can be destroyed and how hard it can be to repair it. Oh, this is why you're suing? No? What in the Ohio Rizzler skippity toilet is this lawsuit with Logan Paul? Well, it is a self-congratulatory 49 pages of why Logan Paul didn't take advantage of and or scam anyone. But the real question is the new lawsuit an embarrassment? He is clearly incredibly mad at Coffeezilla. Logan Paul continues to say in the lawsuit not only that he is charismatic and hardworking, but that he is from Ohio. Well, he only said that once. That Coffeezilla has damaged his reputation by saying that he scammed his fans. And then he proceeds in his lawsuit to line out the fact that two of the people he hired to work on the CryptoZoo project are in fact charlatans and con men and took almost $8 million out of this crypto project, but that he didn't intend for that and he didn't make any money. Well, that's not really the point here. And in Coffeezilla's series, he highlighted, as I remember numerous times, that Logan Paul didn't make money off the project, but people he hired did. So Logan Paul is suing because Coffeezilla called CryptoZoo a scam and saying it's Logan's biggest scam. At the heart of the lawsuit is a PR push for Logan Paul to tell his side about how everyone took advantage of him and he didn't mean to do this to his audience. But the legal part of the lawsuit in the last 3 pages makes clear that what is being sued over is one tweet that says, Logan Paul really is the type of dude to thank you when you expose his scam, then block you when you remind him to pay up. The lawyers did say this post was a gross and intentional distortion of Paul's prior statements in which he referenced Coffeezilla's research in a positive way. What they are referencing there is Logan Paul's video titled, Thank You, Coffeezilla, in which he says, thank you, Coffeezilla, for your work. But okay.
Thank you, Coffeezilla. You have catalyzed this, and I am very grateful for your work and your investigation. And I mean that. Thank you, bro.
The next part of this lawsuit is suing over the title of 2 YouTube videos and the contents of those YouTube videos from 2023 and 2024, respectively. Logan Paul's refund. They are saying that in that video, Logan Paul was libeled by Coffeezilla, saying that CryptoZoo was a massive con and that Paul is a serial scammer. They do refer to scam as the S word in this lawsuit. You can't be more unserious than that. Oh, the word unserious is in there too. And the second video being sued for is a video from June 2023 titled Logan Paul's Scam Isn't Over. Again, suing over the use of the word scam. Words like scam generally do not import, or courts don't find them to import, criminal meaning. Logan Paul is suing for libel per se of a public figure, saying that essentially what is being said by Coffeezilla is accusing him of a crime, and in some parts of this lawsuit damages his reputation in his work. So that is where we're at the beginning of what is going to be a hard-fought federal lawsuit in Texas. Logan Paul, again, stating in this lawsuit he is a resident of Puerto Rico and suing where Coffeezilla's business is. The fact that this is 40 pages of puffery is wild. It is Logan Paul's self-congratulatory building up of why he had all the good intentions in the world. But that doesn't mean that when people bought CryptoZoo, they got what they paid for, which is going to come down to the heart of the fight here. Was CryptoZoo operating as it should? And when Logan Paul sold it to his audience as his project that he conceived of, did he sell them what they ended up receiving? Was what was advertised actually what was delivered. And based on the buyback program and the fact that the game was never finished, I think there's a strong argument that what was sold was not what was received and not what was expected. And that is why numerous CryptoZoo investors are suing Logan Paul over his sale of CryptoZoo. But Logan Paul is also suing the con men that he hired to work on this project, while also suing Coffeezilla. The drama of all of this needs a reunion. Everybody needs to sit down with the receipts, the timelines, the screenshots, everything, and Andy Cohen in production, and sit down and answer the hard questions. I mean, they'll probably go to mediation, but I'm very interested to see how Coffeezilla responds to this. So far, it has not been addressed by either party on social media. I think that is the wiser choice. We will see their filings in court. I think that's where both parties should address this lawsuit, because the back and forth years ago in all of this already happened on social media. Logan Paul threatened to sue Coffeezilla, apologized for threatening to sue Coffeezilla, said he wasn't going to sue Coffeezilla, said suing Coffeezilla doesn't help anyone, and then turned around 2 days before the statute of limitations ran out on 2 of those claims and sued Coffeezilla. So with all of it, I'm invested. I want to know what happens. I want to know what happens. Where are the boundaries? Is it defamation? Or is Logan Paul mad that he was the tip of the spear for this project that did not go the way he thought it went? For deep dives into the stories that I covered here, you can find them on my YouTube channel at The Emily D. Baker and The Emily Show podcast. I stream every Tuesday and Thursday. The podcast goes live on Wednesdays. And if you want to stay in the loop with everything I'm doing, receive the fastest notifications out there, and get more Law Nerd community, join me at lawnerdapp.com, our free app for iOS and Android.